Good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, we will be taking a look at the performance review of the Anta Kai 1 Speed. Alright, so first things first, this is my first shoe that I have played in from Anta, and it was awesome. I did try and get the Anta Kai 1 into Canada, but the price was going to be around $300. So I'm very happy I waited for these. I got these off footlocker.ca for $160 when they did release about a week or two ago. But as always, starting with the traction pattern on the bottom. Now I spent about 10 hours in these thus far, and there's really no wear and tear at all with this kind of blade traction pattern running throughout. I will mention this traction pattern is pretty soft, so I don't think I would bring these outdoors. But as far as indoors go on clean or dirty floors, these are superb. Like, they squeak crazy, they come to a dead stop. On dirty floors, you will have to wipe every so often, but honestly, this is a fantastic setup from Anta. The rubber compound isn't anything crazy as far as being overly hard or too soft. I just don't think I would bring these outdoors because I do think they would wear away pretty quickly. They also wrap up on the medial side right here and at the toe right here. So if you do drag your foot, you will have some traction on the medial side right here. But overall, this is a great setup and one of the best of the year, bar none. I really enjoyed my time in these as far as the traction goes, and that's why they're going to score a very solid 9.5 out of 10. So as far as the cushioning goes on this model right here, it kind of has a really soft, similar to Phylon material on the outside, but it's like just insanely soft and super plush underfoot. And then under your foot, under the insole, and you can see it exposed right here, you have Nitro Edge foam. It is kind of like an eTPU style foam compound, the exact same that is found on the Anta Kai 1. And this is my first experience with this style of foam. It's very lightweight, like this shoe is super lightweight. And this foam compound from heel to toe is amazing. You get great impact protection at the back of the shoe while not sacrificing court feel up front. So overall, it is a very plush ride. I'm about 6'2", 6'2.5", 215 pounds, and this cushion setup was basically perfect underfoot. I am interested to see if these do wear down over time, but so far you have just really responsive and great impact protection at the back. And I really enjoyed my time in these. One of the best eTPU style foam compounds out for any brand right now. And I found that these were very lightweight as well compared to other brands with shoes with this eTPU style foam. So overall, it was really nice underfoot. I'm just excited to see if it kind of stays the way it is right now or if it does break down over time. Time will tell. I did spend about 10 hours in these thus far, and they're still holding up very nicely. So overall, the cushion is superb in my opinion. As far as the fit goes on this model right here, it is a very snug fit. In my US size 10.5, my toe is right near the end of the shoe, and I did have a little bit of a pinch point right here near the pinky toe for about half an hour when I first put these on foot, but it does break in rather quickly. So overall, I would say stick true to size if you have a medium to narrow foot. If you are a wide footer, I would recommend maybe going up half a size, as it does taper in just a little bit here right by the toe box. But overall, for me, I went true to size and I had no issues once these broke in. It was a very snug one-to-one fit, and I really enjoyed my time in these. At the back of the shoe, you have a ton of padding. Like, it's insane how much padding is at the back of the shoe right here. You also have these Achilles pillows, and then the tongue is very padded as well. So overall, a very comfortable shoe right out the doors. So I would have to give these a very solid 9 out of 10 as far as the fit goes. As far as the materials go, you're really getting nothing special on this model. You do have some mesh running around the ankle, and then this synthetic leather kind of wrapping around the eye stay and at the back of the shoe right here. It does wrap down into the forefoot. It has all of this stitching embroidery around the toe on the medial and lateral side. You also have this fuse rand right here for some extra durability and support. Running up the tongue, you do have a very heavy perforated tongue for breathability, and that's one thing about the shoe. It does not get hot on foot, in my opinion. It is a very breathable shoe. Even though all of this material doesn't have perforation, the tongue does, and it really releases a ton of the heat within this shoe while you're playing in them. So overall, it's a pretty cheap setup as far as the materials go. Really nothing special at all, but it breaks in quickly. It's pretty thin and pliable. And for $160 Canadian, 120 USD, I did enjoy my time in these as far as the materials go. And that's why they're gonna score a decent 8 out of 10. Now, I'm not even sure how much these weigh. In hand, they feel very lightweight. Same goes for on foot. Again, a US size 10.5 comes in at 14.55 ounces. So not overly light by today's standards, but in hand, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They're not bottom heavy. I think the weight is just distributed very well. So overall, not an issue as far as the weight goes. As far as the support goes on this model right here, now obviously Kyrie Irving is a very shifty player. So all of his shoes have to be very supportive, especially on those hard lateral cuts. But starting at the back of the shoe, you do have an internal heel counter, which does a great job of locking your foot in at the back of the shoe and preventing it from going anywhere within the shoe. Moving your way down from that, you do have this rubber kind of guardrail and this plastic portion right here. So on those hard lateral cuts, you are seated housed within that right there. So your foot is not spilling over at all on the side of the shoe. You also have this toe wrap right here that wraps up from the outsole. On the medial side, you have more of this fuse right here. So on those toe drags, or if you make a quick stop and your foot slides, you're not going to be spilling over at all. You do have a plastic shank plate right here on the medial side, and then a top-loaded shank plate at the bottom of the shoe right here. So this shoe has great torsional rigidity while maintaining forefoot flex. So overall, this shoe is very supportive, and I made all of my movements within the shoe and had no hiccups at all. Like I said, Kyrie Irving is one of the shiftiest players in NBA history. So obviously his shoes have to be built for crazy lateral support and containment. So overall, this is a very supportive basketball shoe, and that's why I'm going to score it almost a perfect 9.5 out of 10. One thing I did enjoy within the shoe is it's not restricting at all, but when you make your hard and harsh movements within the shoe, it really protects your foot basically on any movement. So I really enjoyed my time in these as far as the support goes, but overall, this is a superb basketball shoe that will be staying in my bag for the next few months. So can I recommend the Anta Kai 1 Speed in this twin flame colorway or any colorway? Absolutely. I did not have a chance to play in the Anta Kai 1s, which I was bummed about because Canada didn't get anything. But when I saw these released on footlocker.ca, I had to grab a pair, and I'm very happy that I did because this shoe is a superb performer. Top 5 of 2024 in my opinion. I really enjoyed my time in them, and I think for the price point, what you're getting with that really reliable traction pattern, the nitro infused foam is very plush underfoot while maintaining close to the floor feeling up front. The materials are really cheap, but the fit and the support is awesome as well. So I think this is a superb basketball shoe, especially coming in at $120 USD. It really has everything that you can want within a shoe. I would just keep this shoe indoors in my opinion, because I do think this outsole will wear away pretty quickly outdoors. But overall, this was a very fun shoe to play in that I will be playing in for months to come, because for me, this is a top 5 shoe like I already mentioned here in 2024. So sound off in the comments if you guys have played in these and what you think of them. But like I mentioned, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would definitely help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at Sneaker Tech Talk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video. And I also wanted to mention I'm getting very close to 10K subscribers. I will be putting out a video within the next week of a couple giveaways that I will be giving back to you guys for supporting me over the last 2 to 3 years here on YouTube. I really enjoy putting out this content. For me, I do work a full-time job as an electrical engineer technologist. I've got 2 kids, a wife, I coach, so I'm very busy, but I really love playing the sport myself and putting out content for all of you guys. So I really appreciate all of you guys sticking with me for the last few years. So as we approach 10K and get over that finish line, I do want to give something back to you guys. So again, I appreciate you all so much for the last couple years. But like I mentioned, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.